So I think we can start, guys. You ready?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
So hi everybody, my name is Julia. I'm employee brand manager in Itomi Studio. Before we start our webinar, I want to tell you a few words about our team. Itomi Studio is a melting pot of different specialists who create effective solutions for our clients. We don't build spaceships or talk about our perfection, but we always strive to improvement, to provide conditions for comprehensive development and take care of each team member. Since 2011, Atomic Studio team has been developing projects that digitalize financial services. We offer expertise in product development, help customers successfully solve the most complex business problems, and manage the process of digital transformation. So let's start our webinar. And I'm glad to introduce our speakers. Today, our speakers is Stefania Savini. She is Vice President of Business Development Department in Itomi Studio, and Alex Bykov, he is Business Development Manager. So, guys, Stefania.
Hi, everybody. Stefania, will you start from the introduction?
Yeah, sure. I will start, then Alexei will continue. So as Yulia already had said, my name is Stefania. For the moment, I'm Vice President of Business Development within the iTomich and Dash Devs software development company. However, before I had some experience in working in business development in consulting industry for a while. In such company as BDO. It's pretty popular. It's considered as a fifth after the Big Four. Additionally, I was working for also like 4 or 5 years in oil and gas industry, banking industry, and many others. However, for the moment, I've decided that Itomic or Dash Devs companies are exactly the place where I want to stay and grow together with the company. So Alex, maybe you could proceed as well.
Yeah. My name is Alex and I'm Business Development Manager at Itomi Studio. I've been working here quite a while already. In 1 month, actually, it will be like 2 years anniversary. So I have achieved a lot of different challenges here at Itomi Studio. I have grown myself and I have studied a lot of different sales technique, for example, and studied in terms of business development, which I'm really thankful for the company and for my colleagues. So so basically today we will speak about our experience in terms of conference, which is Money 2020. We have visited this conference this year in June. It lasts 3 days from 7th till 9th June. So our CEO Igor Tomic, our VP of Business Development, and myself visited this conference. So we like to share our experience in terms of our visit. Julia, could you please move to the next slide? Yeah, so first of all, I'd like to mention that we do have 2 brands in our company. Actually, Itomi Studio is a multi-brand company. So Dash Devs is a client-facing brand. It's known outside Ukraine. It has in the United States and United Kingdom legal entity. And Itomi Studio is a local employee brand, and it's well known in Ukraine. At Money 2020, we represented Dash Devs brand with Ukrainian development resources originally. Dash Devs is full cycle software development company. So Julia told about Itomi Studio, and I will quite tell a bit Dash Devs. It's pretty the same, however, a bit different when we are facing our customers. So for customers, Dash Devs is full cycle software development company with strong expertise and rich experience in developing mobile apps and web solutions. It is an innovation routine software development and fintech consulting company, which founded in 2011. So since 2011, we had a lot of different challenges, challenging projects. However, we have successfully delivered more than 500 mobile and web projects for our clients in fintech industry, which is our core industry, and other industries as well in businesses like entertainment, retail, sports, healthcare, blockchain, e-commerce, etc. Next slide, please. Yeah, so what is like Money 2020 event? So it's the largest global event. It's enabling payments and financial services innovation for connected commerce and the intersection of mobile, retail, marketing services, data and technology. Money 2020 Europe is the place where fintech communities really love to do business. From payments to banking, to retail, to regulation, and beyond. And Money 2020, the industry comes together to make the decisions that shape the future. So why is actually important to join such an event? So this is the place where the industry moves forward. There are new strategies and partnerships which start their journey, and so they truly transform mindsets of a lot of people. And who actually are the main attending companies? So it could be global leaders and tech giants, for example, like Stripe, as you can hear about the company. It could be new challengers, it could be scrappy startups, but this is the community that will define what's next in Europe and beyond. And next slide, please. Yeah, why on-the-ground events are important? First of all, the most important thing in our job is to understand the client needs in a proper and smooth way. The next step, which is no less important, is providing the client with the information that their company could really, that our company could really help. To provide such an information by showing strong company expertise, transparent and proven processes, making the conversation as short as you can, giving the prospect the feeling that you are different from hundreds and hundreds of other vendors he spoke before. So it could be really challenging. So why on the ground event is essential? So first of all, the best way to establish personal connection, find the potential clients and partners, of course. The information you provide, it becomes more credible, more authentic, more impactful. Meeting people on the ground makes them feel confident that you are, the real person and sincerely care about their needs, their challenges, their expectation. It is much better way to rely on the person who you meet face to face. Based on our experience, an offline meeting with the prospect is much more efficient than an online one. Besides being with the customer on the same page in functional space, like they're discussing the requirements or project scope and everything, the client, he expects to be in the mental, emotional, and cultural space on the same page as well. So the face-to-face conversation helps to receive more close, more and thrilling experience. It leaves a lasting impression and makes a conversation more memorable. Yeah, Julia, please, next slide. Might be Stefania will tell them about more regarding the preparation.
Yeah, sure, I will proceed. Honestly speaking, we have registered to such an event only within a month before it. That was because the pipeline of the events that we planned to visit this year with our company and our team was a bit messed up because of different, let's say, events this year and this quarter. That's why my strong piece of advice is to register at least in 2-3 months and to start to prepare at least in 2-3 months. That will give you the opportunity, obviously, to prepare better, to reach out to more people, to schedule more meetings. However, we've reached our goal nevertheless, and even within a month, we've managed to book, I think, 64 meetings in total. So how we did that? I will start from the very important thing that when you register to such an event, you get the access to a platform, and also you are able to download the application Money 2020 to your mobile phone. After that, lead generation manager, they helped us to analyze and collect the lists. As far as I remember, there were more than 8,000 people who registered at the events, and there were approximately 3,000 companies. So the first step for us was to filter these companies, to filter these people, and to identify what is our target audience and with which exactly companies, with which people we would like to set the meetings. We identified the industries within the fintech direction. We identified after the decision-making people, usually it's chief level people. And then we started to reach out to them, not only, by the way, through the platform, but also through other channels of communication like LinkedIn, emails, and whatever. So I'd say that this is very important also to define what content, what is your script, what is your pitch, before you start to reach out to people. It should look really persuasive, because my personal opinion is that people who are coming to this event are very accurate with networking. They're very precise with whom they're meeting with. So we also decided that our script will be short, but very, I'd say, exact, to the point, straight to the point. What's more, one more piece of advice is that you should still prepare some physical things like business cards, marketing kit, demo kit, portfolio, whatever you suppose is more convenient or comfortable for you to give to the people. However, it will be for sure 100% useful to provide them with that. Additionally, from your side, I would also recommend that you at least ask for a business card of a client, prospect, or potential client. Next slide, I think, Yulia, we can continue. Setting up the meeting online and on the ground. Of course, as I already mentioned, it's very important to identify if the company and the person from this very company, they have the need, because the meeting will take maximum like 10-20 minutes. During the day, one strong piece of advice is that you schedule not more than 8-10 meetings. And still, I would recommend to put some gaps between the meetings, at least for you, to have a glass of water or a cup of tea, whatever. So you need to understand that you have only 2-3 days within this event. So it means that you can have only 20-30 meetings. That's why I will repeat myself. It is so important to filter and to schedule the meetings with the right people. During the event, immediately take the notes where it is more comfortable for you, Excel sheets, some channel of communication with your team, your personal notes. Take the business cards, as I already said, make the photos of, for example, QR code of the person who was registered at the event. All this information will help you after to analyze everything properly, not to lose the information about the lead and the lead itself, and then proceed with the follow-ups and actually closing the deals. Good, I think I'm done. Let's proceed.
Might be the next slide is regarding the communication tips. Yeah, I will jump here. So so as you can see, there are some communication tips that from our perspective, based on our experience, they are pretty simple, but you can rely on this. So first of all, be honest. Every client would like to build like really strong, trusted, long-term business relationship with his partners, his vendors, his sponsors, or whatever. And for them, it's really hard to find like a service provider like who we are. You can really rely on. It's their challenge. So it's really important to mention how transparent our approach is, management, software development, how important the communication, so there's no gap in communication with us, etc., etc. So, and if something even, I don't know, for particular like technology stack and everything that you are not familiar with, definitely you need to tell the client the truth that this thing that we are, for example, profi, and these things we are still on it, and it feels clients that you're honest with him, that you can rely on a partner when it comes to some other questions and negotiations. So another tip, it's be patient. People that differ. Some partners, they're trying to sell to us, for example, their product and services, which is not rare thing on many 2020. So also they are talking not much about the business, but from their life or something. But anyway, you never know how important the personal connection is. So at the end of the meeting, this person could tell you a really important thing, So that's why that we always should test the criteria. So usually in fintech industry and this conference and this event Money 2020, people truly understand how time is precious and they'd like to make the meeting as short as they can. However, not less effective. So, for example, I have a pretty successful experience by talking with the potential client only 5 minutes, really. So I have a bit confused with the place where we have a meeting, as well as my interlocutor, the potential client is. So we didn't have opportunity to find each other on the event because it was pretty huge and it was like more than 8,000 people, it's really hard, but definitely we found each other, but 5 minutes left and we had another meeting after that. So, but anyway, being pretty straightforward and being honest, and every tip that you will see here I used, and the conversation was pretty short but effective, so we still have the negotiation with this client. So next tip is be polite. Definitely I'm suggesting not to interrupt the client, even if you think that information is not related to your expectation from the conversation. You definitely need to leave for some like 5-10 minutes to ask the important question that you prepared. Of course, the next tip is be attentive. Listen carefully to the client. Don't miss the important information. If you have something that you could make your position strong in the negotiations, definitely use it. People are in love to be heard, to be understood. Never leave the meeting without understanding the next steps. If you don't have understanding regarding the next step after the meeting, so the meeting is not efficient at all. Another tip is be respectful. Respect your interlocutor, his ideas, his emotions, his attitude for something. Share his passion in terms of his product or his company, his colleagues, his ideas, etc. The next tip is like pretty funny. It's smile. Yeah. So based on my experience, it's always better to meet people with a good mood, no matter what, because it also makes a conversation and connection closer, conversation warm and better, and of course the meeting more efficient. So the next tip is look good. So what does it mean? So in such type of event, I recommend to have like a business clothes style, like shirt, jacket, or something, because there are a lot of grown-up businesses here and they look like accordingly. So, and always prepare to the meeting. Stefania already mentioned a lot regarding the preparation, but definitely I'd like to mention as well, because besides finding the best place, besides being on time, besides everything that Stefania mentioned, you just study the prospect, study his LinkedIn page, study his company, his current position. You can use like some sources like Crunchbase and something similar. You can study his recent activity on social network, his posts, the articles, etc. So this is how you can use it, and you can make the meeting more memorable for him, of course, and the connection closer. So definitely don't forget to write the meeting notes, because you need to carry out a lot of information during the day, because you have like more than 8 or 10 meetings per day, and definitely some information could mix up. So don't forget about this. So, and sum up might be, Stefania, you could sum up and tell the next slide. Thank you.
Yeah. Sure, of course. To sum up everything that we have taught and why we have chosen such a topic about the Money 2020 event is not itself about the event. Yeah, it actually was great. It was pretty good, structured, organized. The audience was pretty good, very filtered one, and very, as I'd say, motivated to close the deals, not just about the networking and that's it. What I would like to tell you that you always need to be in the trend. You need to follow the situation in the world, not only about such events, but other information as well. Sometimes business development and the sales itself, the processes itself could be a little bit complicated. Of course, they could dismotivate sometimes the people who are somehow connected with the sales. However, you need to understand that you need to position yourself as something bigger and respectively focus on the bigger picture. Not just reaching out to people, making calls and your day and that's it. Feel that you are the part of the team. Feel that you are the part of the company. Feel that like you can contribute to the revenue of the company. Feel that you need to be in trend. You need to follow the overall situation in the world. That's how you will understand that you are not missing anything, that actually you could really impact the company, the team, and as I told you already, the revenue itself. Another tip that I could give you guys or colleagues at the call is that it's very imperative, it's very important to know your target audience. I already mentioned it, but you really need to understand to which exactly companies you need to reach out, not only on such events, also at the other marketing channels. So I'm smoothly moving to the other marketing channels. Always expand them, always try them. Do not, I'd say, quit some of the marketing channels within like 3 months. It's not enough. Give them at least 6 months, give them at least 1 year, try them on practice just to understand, to collect the data, and then to analyze if it's worth it to continue or not. For example, for the moment, most of the companies, they're using pretty regular and usual marketing channels like mass mail, for example, like inbound leads from the website or LinkedIn, other social networks. On the ground events, for example. But you need to understand what's the best channel. But as I said already, only on practice. That's why you need some time, you need some preparation that I already mentioned. And the last, I think, tip from me will be, next slide, please, Yulia, is to be confident with your content. Why it is so important? You need to understand for yourself why your company, your services, your product are unique, why they're extraordinary. What is your unique value proposition? What is your competitive advantage? Because one of the most frequent questions that I have got from the prospects or from the potential clients, like, how do you differ? Why are you different? Why are your services are different? Why should pick you up as a vendor? Why I should call you guys to provide me with anything, like any product, services, whatever. So until you answer on this question to yourself, you're not gonna be able to answer the client or just the person with whom you're going to communicate. So prepare this answer firstly to yourself, then you're gonna be like the communication will probably be much easier with the client. And you need to be confident. You need to believe in what you're saying. That is very important as well. And last word from me, such events are very good, one of the really the best marketing channels how to collect the leads. Why? Because nevertheless, never the pandemic, never the other event that just have happened in our world, and more and more people are moving to the online communication. I would repeat myself, nevertheless, face-to-face communication still works better. That's why Money 2020 will be for sure a useful event for everybody who is in fintech. Other physical, other on-the-ground events would be also a nice opportunity for any sales or business development person. I think I'm done. I think we're also done with the presentation. That's why we're smoothly moving to the part where you are able to ask your questions. We have actually a few options how you may do that. The first one, you just raise the hand and ask. The second option is that you can write the question to the chat if it's more convenient for you. Okay, Guys, we're waiting for your questions. Please don't be shy.
You could write it down Ukrainian, Russian, and maybe, I don't know, Stefania knows Dutch, yeah? If somebody could use it, I know a bit German. However, yeah, it's not only English you could use, and any questions you can ask.
Hey guys, is it okay to use audio, right?
Sure, of course.
What type of result do you guys was able to get from the conference, in terms of numbers?
Yeah, sure. So we've got in total 64 meetings for 3 people. As Alexey already mentioned, there were 3 of us at the conference. And in the end, we are expecting at least 4-5% conversion rate. So it means we would like to close at least 3-5 deals out of all these meetings within the quarter. Maybe there will be also the prospects with whom we will continue the communication, because some of the companies, they did have the need, but they're not ready to start us up. They're ready to start like in a quarter, in 6 months, whatever.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Other questions?
Yeah, hello. So can I ask you about how do you feel with the contact list that you received during the conference? Do you follow up this intentional, let's say, partners, or you just try to keep the personal contact via LinkedIn or some like messengers, or you keep some formal follow-up patterns after it?
Okay, I think Alexey would like to answer this question.
Yeah, I'd like. So basically, with people who we already connected, I mean, there are meetings that we had and we provided, we share the information. We have an application, Money 2020, and there is the conversation which we communicate, and our clients who have the meeting with us, they shared some information like emails. Also, we share business cards with them, so we do have their contacts, of course, and we starting to follow up them after the event, the next week after the event. So in terms, we don't have the email, we follow up in LinkedIn. Definitely we add on LinkedIn and trying just to warm up the connection between their partner. So if we don't hear from the client, definitely we have a follow-up chain which we send, and definitely our partners and clients, their schedule is pretty busy. So sometimes they start to answering from the second or third follow-up. Sometimes they are not able to answer through email because they receive hundreds of them. They answer from via LinkedIn, but definitely we are trying to keep this connection and follow up usually like 3 or more times, because sometimes the information could be missed. But definitely there is no interest. Sometimes, of course, clients, they are not responding because there is no need or there is no interest in future negotiation. So yeah, we are not pushing hard, like we put in the contact in our CRM system and making some task like long-term follow-up. So this is how we proceed.
Thank you. And can I ask one more question?
Definitely.
So when you prepare your present and the conference, do you have some roadmap about promotion it on the marketing level? Also write some post on LinkedIn that you are going to some conference, or you put more details about your your table if you book it? Or what is the key, like element that can be great when you prepare the marketing promotion before some events?
I think, yeah, I will try to answer this very question. As I mentioned, we actually registered only 1 month before. That was our issue. Next time, we decided to do this for sure in advance, and we decided also to book or to buy there a booth, a special marketing booth. There are like a special dedicated spaces within this events, I mean the conferences, because we identified that it's very useful and they're much more productive. It's easier to communicate with the clients. Probably it will be for us the very beneficial, I'd say, next time solution. However, this time we were not really prepared in terms of marketing activities. We, as far as I know, we've made the post on LinkedIn about the fact that we're going, and that's it. And we started more to focus on the preparation about the meetings because we really wanted to book as much as possible. However, as I already mentioned, next time, and what I would recommend to everybody is to book a booth, special marketing booth, to prepare to and to collect before the event with all this like portfolios, business cards, anything that you would like, because we've seen many different say approaches how people within the event, they were trying to seduce the clients, but different like promos, incentives, like they were given the gifts, making lotteries. I think Alexei won like Apple Watch, so he was pretty active in terms of networking, whatever. So this also could be a very one of the best approaches, to be creative, to probably to think about some interesting approaches to reach out to people, and as I told you, to make them come and stay, and to discuss with you and to believe that your company is the best, and to enjoy the communication. So they need to stay with a very positive impression, which they will not forget, and for sure come back to you as a vendor, for example.
Yeah, and I'd like to add, so the main thing is to make a recognizable brand. So we were 3 of us, we have a business card, but we didn't have a booth. But when you have like a big banner, it's like a Dash Devs, and we have fintech consulting and software development, we have a pretty unique like crossroad in terms of understanding the business side of it and providing the quality development services. So, and there is like people, 8,000 people moving around this booth, so they recognize the brand. And when you there is like will be another post, or they will reach our website, they definitely will recognize, we saw that before, so that is the reason why we'd like to proceed a bit another way next time.
Thank you a lot.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Please ask. The experience is really unique, and we're really glad to share it with you. So Julia, if there is no questions appear, so I suppose we are good to finish.
At the end, I would tell about our open opportunities in our company. On the slide, you can see our open position. If you're interested in working with us, send your CV. Also, you have a unique opportunity to help your friend find a dream team and get a reward for it. Recommend specialist, for any of the open position in iTomi Studio. Just fill the form by the link in QR code. So I think that's all, and I thank you for participants, thank you speaker for useful information, thank you for this webinar.
Thank you. Probably maybe you have some Telegram channel where you share information that quite interesting one.
We have a Telegram channel where our company is sharing some technical information, or more than like sales approach or like business development information. However, it's a good idea. Might be Stefania will be glad to discuss it with our team. It might be we'll create one, yeah, where we'll share this experience as well. So since our business development team is not so big as our development team, you know, so we are more focused on sharing some development insights, you know, but yeah, might be it will be changed soon.
That's true. We're working on our marketing strategy for this like next quarter and for next year. That's why maybe you could wait from us for some updates. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, and highly appreciate your time and your answers. By the way, I will be also very glad if you can share the recording of this video. And yeah, thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you all the
Thank you
guys.
everybody, yeah, for coming. Have a
Have a
good
great day ahead. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.